Hello, welcome back. My name is Vanessa O, and today I want to chat with you a little bit about what I've been working on the past week. So this past week I have been working consciously on creating better boundaries in all of my relationships, romantic, friendships, and family. Boundaries in some cases are easier than others to implement. However, I noticed that not creating boundaries was giving me a lot of anxiety and making me feel out of control and anxious and agitated and irritable and just antsy. And so I realized that I needed to create better boundaries in my life to help me feel, it was very empowering. And it actually made me feel more in control. So let me give you some examples of boundaries. I would be in a meeting, and actually, let me give you a statement before I give you some examples. How I recognized that I needed more boundaries was I recognized that I wasn't paying attention to how I was feeling. So the first tip to creating boundaries is to pay attention to how you're feeling. If somebody says something that upsets you or you're feeling anxious, notice those feelings. Stop, breathe, and if you're not overreacting, you often need to say something. So I realized that I was noticing my feeling but not acting upon it. Maybe I wasn't even noticing it that well. So I really took a conscious decision to notice how I was feeling and then act upon it. So now let me give you an example. I was in a meeting, and we had already been in the meeting for about 2 hours, and I started to feel antsy and anxious, and I realized I'm done. I'm disengaging. And so I ended the meeting politely and just saying, I feel like I could talk to you forever. I'm really enjoying myself. Here are our takeaways from this meeting, but I have a couple things to do this afternoon. Let's break from today and touch base next week or whatever you decide. Another example would be, I had told a friend that I wasn't available. They asked, what are you doing this weekend? And I said, oh, I'm meeting a friend on Saturday, and Sunday I'm going wherever. And then they said, oh great, why don't you come over on Saturday? And instead of being like, well, we'll see, I stopped and I said, oh, I'm not sure if you didn't hear me, but I actually said I wasn't available on Saturday. I was meeting up with a friend. And these things come very easy to some people, and I think often we don't do it in fear of hurting the other person, but in the end we end up just hurting ourselves. And so these are just a couple examples of how I wasn't creating boundaries, but I've really just been focusing on expressing how I feel. And so if things are feeling icky, really sophisticated word right there, I manage them. And someone had said something that offended me, and I said, I'm not sure if you meant it this way, but that comment really did offend me. And it's just really standing up for yourself and creating those boundaries so that they know who you are and they'll respect you more for it. And you'll feel a lot more liberated and empowered, and it'll take away a lot of anxiety and pressure because you're standing strong and to who you are and how you feel, and that's a good thing. So don't bite your tongue. You can still say what you need to say in a respectful and loving manner so that you are creating those boundaries of what's acceptable and what's not acceptable, and you're teaching people how to treat you. Okay, so good luck creating those boundaries, and it is easier for some than others, but good luck, and I hope you are living the life that you've always wanted. Sending you lots of love. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like my videos and subscribe to my YouTube channel for new updates on what I'm learning and my journey of life. See you. Bye for now.